I think I found the easiest way to create coloring books for Amazon KDP and Etsy. And no, you don't need to be a designer. You don't need to understand complicated AI prompts. You may not even need to write a prompt at all. That matters because AI has made coloring books much faster to create, but it also has created a new problem. A lot of beginners open up an AI tool, type in a few random words, and expect it to produce a complete professional book. Then the characters change, the style becomes inconsistent, the pages don't look printable, and then after 20 failed prompts, they give up. So I've been testing a different method, one that can help choose the concept, create the artwork, and build the coloring book without requiring you to become an expert prompt writer first. Today, I'm putting it through a complete test to see whether it really is one of the easiest ways to create coloring books that you can publish on Amazon KDP or adapt into printable products for Etsy. And as a bonus, I'll also give you a niche that you can research that's less competitive than many of the usual coloring book categories for you to get a head start on your competition. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, to start things off, here's a niche that you can actually enter right now that's going to give you a good chance at getting your book seen, which then can hopefully get your book sold. So before we even check out this method and this tool, we're going to take a look at this axolotl coloring book niche. So right away, total results pretty low here, 331. So not very competitive at all. Now, the vast majority of these books are KDP books. You see 40 independently published. That's out of 48 on the first page. And we see a niche score here of 61 with demand being 7, opportunity being an 8. Now, this is a niche that I've showcased many times on my channel. And still to this day, there's a lot of potential here, a lot of opportunity for publishers to get in, create a book, and hopefully get seen, hopefully get ranked, and hopefully get sold. Now, the book in the #1 ranking is this cute axolotl coloring book. This is a bold and easy, cute and cozy style. This one has a book ranking of 108,000, so royalties around $200 to $400 per month. This one right here, a bestseller in this niche, about $1,100 per month. That is with a 37,000 bestsellers rank. And as we scroll down here, here's another axolotl bold and easy coloring book style, $266 to $400 per month. Here's one right here, $200 per month. And just throughout the first page, you're going to see a lot of instances of books selling. The demand here is pretty steady, $700 per month, $1,100 per month, $100 per month. This Axolotl Days Cute and Comfy Ocean Coloring Book, $100 per month. This one, a Axolotl and Capybara Coloring and Activity Book for kids, $400 to $600 per month. So as you can see, definitely a lot of demand in this niche. Even this one right here, just recently published, 46,000 BSR, so $1,500 per month. Now taking a look at one of these top performing books, this is the Cute Axolotl Coloring Book. So this one, 40 illustrations, so totaling 84 pages. These books are not relatively long. Once you get a hang of how to use AI, or in this case, how to use this new method, this new tool, 40 illustrations is going to go by really, really fast. The whole point of creating coloring books is to make it fun and so that your creativity can come out. And so all of the technical aspects can be minimized. And that is really where you're going to get your best results. Now, this is priced at $9.99, which is the typical price point that I see for coloring books. And this is the price point that I price my coloring books at. And then looking at the interior, you can see the type of design and style that this axolotl coloring book has. And you can see very thick lines, very bold lines, and it's kind of carried on through the pages here, just different types of scenes. Here's a capybara with an axolotl. So it definitely has its own theme, very cohesive type of book. Here's another example of an axolotl coloring book, bold and easy style. You can see the lines here are a little bit thinner, but they are still considered bold and thick. And then you can see with the other pages here, just different themes. This is where your creativity should show about setting the scene, what characters, what are they doing? And that's really what's, I think, is a lot more important in creating a book and creating value for your customers. As you can see here, playing out in the snow with a snowman, in the summer, in a pool, riding a scooter in town, in an aquarium, doing laundry, in space. Now, before we test this tool, it's important to understand what normally makes this process difficult. Creating one good image is easy. Creating an entire book with a consistent theme, clean line art, matching pages, and enough variety to keep the customer interested is actually much harder. But this method says that it removes much of that work. So instead of building every prompt from scratch, you can choose the direction you want and let the tool create the rest for you. So let's take a look at this tool and whether the final result is something that I would actually consider selling. So this is the tool. It's called Imagine AI, and I've actually been playing around with this for a little bit. As you can see right here, my recent generations. I did try this quote page that would do well for an Etsy digital download. I also tried to do this how to draw page. This is a scissor skill page for those scissor skill books. And then I started creating coloring books, which is what we're gonna try today. So this is one of a dinosaur, and I think it actually looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and play around with this tool. So as you can see right here on the top corner, I do have AI credits. And as you get more and more complicated with the settings here, it's going to use up coins. So what I did was I just tried to keep it really minimal. So as you can see right here with the settings that I have on this page, it uses about 7 coins. Now this tool I noticed has a manual prompt. So if you do know your way around prompts, you can go ahead and use the prompt box here. But this video is about how not to use prompts. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the builder prompt right here. And under generation mode, there is the coloring page, but there are also a couple other types of products and coloring books that can be created using this tool. So there are the sticker books right here, the sticker pages, really sells well on Etsy, your journal quote page, printable wall art, seamless pattern, logo, digital paper. A tracing book can be created with this tool, education poster, a how to draw book, greeting card, invitation card, recipe card, certificate design, planner page, clip art, hidden object, scissor, and a flashcard, as well as the book cover. So let's go ahead and do coloring page. And then the subject here, there are quite a few animals, forest animals, farm animals, all the way to fairies, mushroom houses, ocean life, dinosaurs, space, tea time, cozy life, cozy rooms, and also other. So if there's a subject here that you don't find that you want to use, like for example, I want to create an axolotl coloring book. I'm going to choose other right here, type in axolotl as the subject, and then the line style. There are a few to choose from here: clean, bold outlines, bold, easy coloring, simple cartoon lines. Now I haven't really played around with all of these line styles. So let's do clean, bold outlines, and then detail level, simple, balanced, and detailed. Now for a kid's book, I think I'm going to stick with simple. And for the audience, quite a few to choose from. I'm going to choose kids. And as you can see, I already have a detailed prompt in here. I did start setting the scene in different types of eras, but we can go ahead, delete this, and let AI auto-generate. So once we go ahead and click that, it takes a couple of seconds, and also has a negative prompt right here. So these negative prompts, things like blur, low quality, text, and watermark. Now for the detailed prompt, you can see it says here, playful bubbles, aquatic plants, smooth rocks, gentle ripples, happy fish companion, simple water waves, underwater scene elements, whimsical coral shapes. Now, if I wanted to save this prompt, I could go ahead and save this into the folder here, but let's go ahead and do that for later. Now, the next one here, output settings. So when I play around with this, fast 7 credits, medium 63, and high does 245. And that's really going to eat away at my 7,000 balance. So I tend to do just fast and maybe even medium. Now for the page counts, how many variations do I want to generate in one run? I can do up to 8, but let's just keep it to 3 just so we can see the variations. And then aspect ratio, portrait. This is going to be for a standard type of coloring page, 8.5 by 11. The 1 by 1 is the square, bold and easy type, so I'm going to choose that one. And then resolution, I will stick to 1K. 2K kind of doubles the coins. So I'm going to choose the 1K. And if I ever need to upscale these images, I'm just going to use a free one online, which is going to save me a lot of coins. So I'm going to go ahead and generate image. And as you can see, it's working there in the background. And while this finishes, I can show you what I created beforehand. So here's another dinosaur image. And these ones are just using the prompts that AI would auto-generate right here in this box. There are some issues here, like it's cut off right here, this dinosaur. But for example, this one looks pretty good to me. And then I started doing the axolotls. So here's a very, very basic, simple axolotl coloring page. Here's another one that I would say looks pretty good. There are some issues here. For example, the leaves here are not completely drawn in. The lines are disappearing. And then I started to play around with the setting. So this one is set in the Vatican. And as you can see, I think this turns out really, really well. This could be a different type of value proposition to the customer as opposed to your standard type of axolotl coloring pages. I did another one right here. This is set in New York City. You can see the Brooklyn Bridge is right there, Statue of Liberty, and the skyline. And then the last one that I did was set in World War II. So as you can see, the axolotl here in its full uniform. Here's a small military tank, submarine, and a fighter jet, and kind of set in that underwater world. Kind of very unique. Now for the three that was just generated, as you can see, very clean lines. Axolotl here. Here's the next one. So it looks different. So I could actually use all three in different parts of my book because they actually look different from each other. Now, if we go ahead and go here, and let me just kind of set the scene, going along the lines of setting this in different eras or different places. And let's do 3 generations as well. Let's generate that. And while that's working, we can go and think about our next prompt here. So let's try this one, set in Cowboy Wild West, and let's wait for this to generate. So here are the 3 generations. This one, you can see the volcano there, palm trees. Here's the other generation. And here is the third one here. So they all look pretty good. Now, not every single one of these images are perfect. If you've been playing around with AI for a while, you'll know what to look at. For example, these coral reefs right here, the detail is kind of falling apart. The axolotl itself looks pretty decent. And that's why for this tool, at least for the outputs it's generating right now, I would stick to a kid's audience because children don't usually care about these details right here. So let's go ahead and wait for the next set of images. And then there you go. It's set in the Wild West. Here's the cowboy hat or the sheriff's hat there. Here's another one. And once again, it's not perfect. You can see the lines disintegrate right here on the cowboy boots, on the cactus, just kind of in different spots. Here's another one right here. This one looks a little bit better. I don't really see any of the lines dissolving. But let's go ahead and try a different line style. So instead of clean, bold outlines, let's try the cute kawaii style. And then instead of setting it in the Cowboy Wild West, let's do in space. So here it is. I think the lines here are actually a little bit better, a little bit nicer, a little bit clean. This one actually looks really, really good right here. This is something that I would probably potentially add into my book. Now, let's go ahead and actually play around with the detail level. I want to try the balanced here. So with the balanced detail level, I don't really see a difference from this set and the set before. So let's go ahead and change the quality and let's put it up to medium. Instead of 3 generations, I'm going to put it down to 1. And then let's go ahead and see the result for this. Now, as my credits run out, it's very easy to get more credits here. So there is a monthly plan that's $15 per month, 7,000 credits per month. But honestly, if it was me, I'd probably just do the $15 anytime that I needed it, 4,000 credits included. Now here is the medium quality, and I can see that the lines here are actually a lot more consistent. This looks higher quality. So I'm actually curious to see what the high quality looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and set this back to World War II. We're gonna do high, we're gonna do balanced right here, and then we're gonna go back here to clean, bold outlines, And we're gonna go ahead and see what this generates. 245 credits, that's actually a lot. Now this did take a few minutes, but as you can see, the detail is super clear. This is more in line with the quality that I would put inside of my coloring books, but this is not necessarily for kids. However, this is a high quality type of result. I'm actually really happy how this came out. And this is really honestly ready to go to just put inside of my coloring book. I can go ahead and upscale it right here, but like I said, I would just go ahead and download this and then upscale it on a free program. And I can also go to the gallery here. These images are stored for 90 days and can go through all of the images that I've generated, which is very, very helpful. Now, there are different generation modes here. Now, if you see anything here that you want me to go more in depth with, just leave a comment down below. They do have this tracing option right here, as well as hidden objects, planners, flashcards, how to draw, and even the book cover here. So let's go ahead and try this real quick. I'm gonna just type in axolotl coloring book, author name, Jeff Set Life, category, coloring book type. This is gonna be kids simple style. We're gonna do cute cover layout. We're gonna do centered title. The mood is gonna be playful and bright. Kids audience, theme, animals, detail prompt, axolotl. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put it on medium, 1:1. Generate the image, 63 coins. And just like that, the cover is created. Now it actually does look pretty good. It even has some stickers here, cute, fun, adorable, 50+ fun designs, publisher name, perfect for kids ages 4 to 8, and even a preview of what the interior looks like right here. So this is a great feature of this tool to go ahead and create these book covers, because I know book covers can be one of the hardest things to actually create. So after testing this tool, I can understand why this method may be useful for beginners. It removes much of the prompt writing, speeds up the initial design process, and it gives you a complete foundation that you can review and you can improve. But you still need to check every page, fix inconsistencies, and make sure the book gives the customer something worth purchasing. If you want to try the tool that I use in this video, I'll leave it linked in the description below. I do get a small commission if you decide to purchase at no extra cost to you, which helps me to create more videos like this to help you succeed online. Just keep in mind that I'm using the fully upgraded version, so some of the features you saw may depend on the plan that you choose. And if you need help with the complete Amazon KDP process, make sure to download my free KDP royalty roadmap. It'll walk you through the entire process step by step, from niche research and book creation to publishing on Amazon. You'll also find that linked in the description as well. If you found this video helpful and you want to learn more, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.